Hello, everyone. Welcome to my weekly Facebook Live. My name is Rochelle, and I'm from Stamping Clare in Melbourne. So I teach you how to make cards and paper crafting projects and to elevate them with different techniques and ways. So that is what I like to do, and I'm glad that you can join me tonight. Please say hi to me as you hop on, and if you're replay as well, please say hello, and I go back and check all those comments that you make and do respond to you. So even if you're watching the replay later on, I love looking at them. Give you a few seconds to see my notifications and hop on and check everything is going well. So I hope you have had a good day and a good week. We're halfway through. I like it. It's a extra happy day because Wednesday is always a good day. It is my day off, as many of you know, but it also means it's halfway through the week. So we're nearly there. 2 more days. Um, so today I have got a card that I have actually um, following a sketch by the Global Design Project, which is on the Global Design Project Challenge. So if you hop on there, you will see the sketch. But I am using the Earthen Textures bundle. Now there's an entire suite devoted to this in our annual catalog, in the Stamping Up annual catalog. So these are all Stamping Up products, and you will find it in the annual catalog. But I'm not using, I'm using some of the paper, but I'm actually pairing it with some other colors. So it's quite a earthy, as it says, earthy. So it's earthy tones and things like that. So I like to pair it with some other colors and things like that to make it a bit more not vibrant as such, but this one's more cool tones. Hi, Alana. Great to see you here. Thank you for joining me. So before I go further, I want to tell you about a few events that are happening and things that are happening in the Stamping Up world right now. On the 7th, which is this Saturday, it's World Card Making Day. There is a free event being run by Stamping Up, and it's from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time. And you can register for that event. You don't have to register to be part of it, but just registering keeps you notified of all that's going on. You can hop on and watch it. You will have 3 hours of presentations. You will make 3 cards and lots of fun. Those events are really fun where you get to see lots of techniques and things like that. I really like it because I learned a lot of things in the events, and it's just nice to see how products are used and just different ideas for using products, I should say. So if you don't have the products they are using, don't worry. Just hop on and use whatever you've got. If you are not into stamping and you have never stamped in your life, that is okay too. You can just hop on and just watch. Bring something else you want to do. If you are into a craft along and watch, or have a cup and just enjoy the afternoon. It's just a matter of having a look. It's a free event, so just have a browse. Right now, until the 31st of October, we have got a joint promotion to celebrate Stamping Up's 35th anniversary. So it's, I say it's less 35 or more 35%. So you can choose your starter kit. So with Stamping Up starter kits are always your choice. You get to pick what you want, but you can either pay 35% less or you can pick 35% more product. It's a very good offer and it's obligation free. So for 7 months until April, really, you don't have to do anything. So if you don't want to purchase a thing until April, you don't have to. You can give it a try. the offer one is, so you'll get $235 of product for just $109.85. Offer two is you're getting 35% more. So if you can choose $317, $25 worth of product and pay only $169. So this is your choice of product from any of our catalogs. Get it in, have a see what it's like to be part of the fun of Stamping Up. You are not obligated to do any parties or classes. Try it out. At the end of it, you go, okay, I just want to keep my starter kit and go back to being a customer. That is fine. If you want to continue, just make some purchases and uh, be a get a discount on your purchases. So that's something to think about. And we've still got new product coming in, those papers and things which if you are on my newsletter list, you would have got notifications of that. And keep an eye out for the online exclusives. We've also got a brand new kit. It's a Christmas countdown kit. So it's like a countdown calendar, but it's little envelopes. It's little a rustic countdown Christmas countdown kit. Take a look at that if that's something you like to do. It might it's quite a sweet. It's a sweet kit. All right. That's my little announcement for you. There's a lot happening at the start of a month. Every month we get a new kit. So keep your eye out on that. It's got everything in it. So it's great to do with the kids. It's a great family activity. All right. Um, let's go with our crafting. Um, so I'm going to be working with embossing paste today. I'll let you know whether you have worked with our embossing paste before. Um, it's It's one of those products. I don't know whether you have had a chance to work with it. We have a couple. We have our just just the embossing paste as is, like a plain white, and then we have a shimmery white embossing paste as well. Couple of things to when you work with the embossing paste is don't leave it open. It does dry out. I when you open it, it comes with like a silver. The silver is attached to it. The silver little cap. It's not a cap, it's just paper. When you peel it off, I keep that in. It just adds that extra sealing. Make sure it's completely nicely tightly covered. And once you take your embossing paste, cover it up. Don't leave it open. It dries out fairly quickly. Hi, Fiona. Great to see you here. Thanks for joining. Um, so that's just a tip. With the embossing paste um, product, I would recommend purchasing um, the palette knives, between a pot and one of our silicone craft mats. So your embossing paste won't stick. I've got a piece of basic white cardstock and just Lost Lagoon. This is one of our returning colors. It used to be in our in colors some years back. I can't even remember when it was. It was a while back. So that's basically the layout that is, I'm following. Um, when I post about it, it'll be in a little while. Whether I get to do it or not, I don't know. But you can hop on. It's on the Global Design Project Challenges, and it's just got a little circle kind of in there. So that's it. Um, what I'm following. I will post. This will be along with the fancy code I did um, on my Christmas 12 days of Christmas, 12 weeks of Christmas last Saturday. You will get these tutorials in your newsletter. So we've got that. And the other, I'm going to be using one of our masks. So this is from the 4 square mask. You get, I've got all my masks together, so I'm not even going to try and pull out which belongs with what. This is in our annual catalog. So I'm going to use the embossing paste through this. you could, let me see. Just gonna get some washi and we'll attach it to the back so it doesn't move. So kind of do it so that it has a nice pattern, is nice. So if I do it at the back, it's not going to with the front, and then I don't have to skirt around where I have to add the embossing paste. Now, the silicone craft mat you get may be different. This might be an older one I had. Honestly, I cannot remember. But so what I will do is I'm just going to put a whole lot on here, and I will close this straight away. So you'll get three different types of wider palette knife. One of them is like this, and another one. So I'm just going to put this over here. The idea of using a silicone mat is so that it doesn't stick to it. Because I wanted to do this first so that it dries fairly quickly, but I didn't want it to be wet while I'm having to assemble. And white on white is just a nice texture and a subtle pattern. This is, you'll see. Now you can put this back. With embossing paste, you can also add some color with some ink refills. I've even added the heat embossing on it. You can do that as well. How much you want to add is up to you. It can be thick, it can be a thin layer. I'm adding a fairly thickish layer. Now, if I wasn't doing this live, I'll be going straight away and washing this. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm just making sure this is closed. I might just use some wet wipes to clean it. Just come out. It just gets a bit harder to wash. It does wash after a while, but it's just you need to get a bit more rough when you're trying to clean it if you do leave it a while. I have washed it after. It just takes a little bit of time to clean. So I will show you what it looks like. I'm not going to pull it off. I'm not going to turn it over yet, or maybe I can. Right, here we are. It's a very simple pattern. And I think I've tried that with that particular mask with just using a blending brush. It doesn't come up as effectively because it's a very light pattern, but it's come up really good with the embossing paste. And I was actually quite, I like it how it's turned out. And I'm just going to leave this for now, but I will soak it after it'll come off. I have faith. All right, so I'm leaving that to dry. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I've got some bits and pieces. Oh, here's the other palette knife, right? Get in there. So I've got some bits to stamp on. We're going to be using Pecan Pie. These are the colors. And if you check back, this is one of the color combos I had a few weeks back in my, you know how I put up a color combo color palette every week? So this is one of them. Sorry if you're a bit, let me increase that way better. So Pecan Pie, Pretty Peacock, Lost Lagoon, and Garden Green. That's our color palette today. So this is the stamp set, Urban Textures. We're going to be using this. I've already mounted the stamps. There is a die cut this, but I preferred for this purpose to fussy cut around it because the die cuts on the inner and I wanted to have a bit of white space around. The next image I'm going to be using is this leaf. I love these leaves. I really like the fine look about them. We're going to ink it up in Lost Lagoon. And then I'm going to add a bit of shading with Garden Green, and it comes up really, really nice. So I'm just going with my blending brush. Can you see the subtle sort of color there? Then I'm going to, well, there's a die for that, which is handy. So we'll cut this out. The die doesn't give a border on this one. Normally, the dies we have do give a border most of the time, but in this particular case, it doesn't. So I've got this to die cut. I've also got this is separate. This is one of the extra dies you get in the set. So it doesn't have a stamp, but it's like an additional one you get in the textures. And I'm also going to die cut some circles using the stylish shapes. So this is one we use a lot. I use a lot. This is the earthen textures, or the corresponding or the coordinating paper. All right, it's Pretty Peacock, and I wanted that particular side, so I'm going to be using that, and then I'll get some paper to cut the. I probably should have die cut my circles first, but that's okay. Will that be enough? Oh, no, that's a bit small. We'll get another piece. What was I looking for? All right. Get a bit of basic white. I'll just cut a bit off so it goes through the machine. We can do same time. All right. That's all I need for. I'm just gonna my machine. Sorry. Sometimes I forget something. Or all the time I forget something, don't I? I forget. I plan to do something else. The problem is I do my die cutting on one machine and then I do my embossing on another machine. Because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered changing the sandwich. Not because of anything else. Right. Plate number 3. So we got to see some new online exclusive products coming out next month. So if you get the starter kit this month, you can order those as well. So that's like an exclusive you can order, which is nice. You get to have those early. I'm just going to, what else can I do? Can I do this too? Maybe not. Probably fit, but I'd rather not risk it. Sorry, I'm slightly off camera, but I'll be back on. Have you seen the new deckled not rectangles, deckled circles in the new catalog, in the mini catalog? They're like deckled rectangles, but they're circles. And then we'll have this little leafy thing. What do you call these? I don't know. I call it a sprig, but there's probably some proper term for it. It looks like those dry arrangements, doesn't it? That's the fin. And then that's that one. Our piece is dry, the embossing paste is dry. It would have dried a while ago. But all right, so now with my little vase, and it's more of a pot, I think. I'm going to use my light pecan pie. You can use the dark one. I just use the light. And I'm going to take the brush tip and run it along the edge like that, just very gently. So it doesn't kind of damage it. And it creates like a nice outline. Adds some depth. Takes that starkness off the edge. Now we have our circle. Bringing up blending brushes, I'm going to blend in some garden green and lost lagoon on this piece. And in the interest of keeping this nice and clean, I will put it on this. So I started off with garden green. Um, Garden green, I would say, it's not my like favorite in the colors we have, but it works. So some colors are good in small doses for me. What do you think of garden green? How do you like it? Some people love it. I, my color scheme is like um some colors just work for me, and others I've just got to use it. It's a good Christmas color. I use it in moderation. So then we'll go with Lost Lagoon, and I'm just going on the bottom of this, just very lightly, and you can build it up. And I'm bringing it into that garden green, so you get that muted and the blended color like we did on the leaf, which we did, and then you're getting more Lost Lagoon and a little bit of that green, uh, which looks really nice together. It comes up really nice. There's always ways to work in those colors. And I challenge myself with those color palettes. I don't plan it. It's just whatever happens. I pick a picture. I go, yep, that looks nice, and I work with it. So it's not like I go, oh, can I work with that color scheme? I really challenge myself on those color palettes as well. So I've got some dots, which are from. I'll show you the stamp set. It's actually from Irresistible Blooms. I'm taking my sentiment from Quiet Meadow. You can very well use the Quiet Meadow dots. Any dots will do. So I'm going to stamp off, and I want my garden going towards the top, and your darker color is going to ground sort of be at the bottom. And I'm going to try and get those little dots up the top and the bigger cluster at the bottom. Right, like you could do it if depending how dark your ink pad is. Mine needs a little bit of refill there, so I could do straight, and it just adds something there. All right. So for our little vase, I'm setting it up like this, and I'm going to cut this in half. And I think I've always used this like in this way. It just works for me like that. I like it, that look. I'm just going to stick that down. I'm giving myself enough room for these to go under. They're going to stick kind of under there. And the white against that bluish green at the back. It's quite nice. Guy, we'll bring in our, I keep going to say embossed panel, but it's not. Our mask panel. So when you put the washi tape at the back, you have, like if something like that happens, at least you're not ruining the front of your card. It's just the, you can cut it out. I think some tape. There we are. And I can just trim that off. Save that. It's gonna go like that. I'm looking for my pretty peacock circle, which has gone. In my, but we can always cut another one. You see, while you witness how this happens, but we'll keep going and then we'll show up. Just new craft like that will just disappear. So that's my card, and that's what we're trying to make. We're getting there. Maybe my pretty peacock circle is still here. That's okay. Well, let's bring it back in and cut another one. I always find it. I have to do it clear up my life, and then I'll go, oh, there it is. It would help if I get the right paper. I'm getting the daisy paper, and it's not. It's the urban textured paper. So I started papering like these sandwich, not sandwich, but they're just, the, what do you call them? Just, just the glad bags. Cut them into 6 by 12. I keep some in 12 by 12, but half of it I cut. So it's easier for me. I really like these colors, how it came together. I didn't envisage this coming up like this, but when you stick it down together, it comes up really nice. So we are going to put this together. Let's stick it down before it goes missing. And like that. I'm going to have him there. So this is a little bit I dyed. There's a dye in the then textures dyes. I just pre-dye cut this from the distressed metallic dye. You've got a calypso coral and a blue. So I just pre-dye cut. You can use it any scraps on it. So it's gonna go like that. And I'm putting it towards the right of the vase. It's going to stick like that. And then And he's straight. My circle is a bit wonky there, but let's see what I can do. It's a bit towards one side. And I put it on the wrong side. But because you know how I wanted the green on one side, I didn't listen to it. There we go. And I'll just put a bit of glue just to make sure that's better. And I'll cover that up with sentiment. So that's going to go like that. Then we've got a little sentiment, which I'm going to, from the Thinking of You, which is from the card set. We'll use Pretty People to stamp that. And so just use a bit of scrap for that. And turn it over, make a mistake. Like I did. Just wiggled it a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to get my little guillotine, which is great for these little jobs. And it helps if it's really great for these little. If you have a little punch, that one of our older punches we had, you could use that as well for little pieces like this. I use them too sometimes, especially if they're teeny tiny ones. I might trim it a bit more. I'm going to cut that down. Now I've got a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock and we're going to cut a little border on it. For that, I am going to use a scallop contour size. Now these are in general frames and things like that. But just take a look at what you've got. Anything you've got would work. I am using this frame to cut a border. So see what you can do with your frames or anything like that. I think just get some different uses out of them. And it's just going to extend what you can do. And give you a bit more scope and variety with your dies. So within that whole set, you're going to get like different borders because all those frames have different scallops. So edges, which you can use for like nice cute little borders. And that's just as I like, adding little details like that. And it makes that little bit special and all those little details. So that's the scallop contours die. So by itself, it's got a border die there, scallop border, but all those little ones have different things in them. I like that open edge. You could even weave something through. Then you get that other side, which you can use as well. So we're going to stick this on this. To just pick a bit that you like. sort of center it between two or whatever. It's just a nice little addition to your card there. And you've got another little bit you can use for something else. All right. Now we'll stick our embossed masterpiece down. Just wanted to make sure this is straight. I love that white on white texture. So anytime you want just a bit of subtle hint, use the embossing paste. It's low cost. It's just some easy way to add. It's like your embossing folders, you know. It just adds that nice touch. We will add some dimensionals on this. So we can stick him down. All right. Let's go down. Let's see. And I'll just put one further down, good measure. That's because I had taken, you saw me take that other one off, that's why. I'm just going to be gentle, these will come out. So there's nothing on this side, I've just got them on the right side. All right, now I need to cover up my thing there. And that's how it's going to get covered up. Not even do it like that. It actually didn't look too bad. It looked like one of those, like a watermark or something on that. So it didn't really look too bad. This is just going to go tucking under there. And you'll see, if you check out that sketch, why I'm doing it like this. Um, and but I think it just adds some nice texture doing it as well. Okay. All right. Let's start. Let's do the inside of our card quickly. And I might just blend some ink on this. Um, and just sort of go similar to how I did the and this is just what I had on the blending brush already of the Lost Lagoon. Just sort of tie it in, and maybe we'll do a few of those dots. And I will do the envelope the same way, but I'm going to put some embellishments now because I didn't do that on the original card, but I think we need something. Just very simple, but it's just something on this card, just a little bit of blending on the inside. For embellishments, I'm pulling out those. We can always color them with Lagoon, which is quite nice. That's where I'm tending to go. Because I know that we have actual Lost Lagoon. I don't have all the embellishments. I have some. A fair whack, but not all. Maybe we'll color them. Oh, we have cop copper clay, but it's not quite. Let's go with those. We'll color these in. So I'm just getting a Lost Lagoon blending brush. I'm just kind of coloring a few of these, just a little bit to tie it in. Doesn't have to be much, and then I'll leave it for a few seconds and then go a second round. And just stick them down. It's not like excessive in the color, but it just changes it enough. Hey, that guy went for a walk. He gets stuck on my. Did you guys see where it went? Is that it? Oh, is that the one there? Maybe. We have camera evidence of where that embellishment went. Okay. All right, that's it. Okay, so the that's card there. Hope you have enjoyed the video, and maybe I don't know, if you haven't used embossing paste before, you might give that a try for adding your textures. And really, I think it's a nice little coloring tool or a fun way to add texture and add it with masking your various masks. We get lots of masks where you can um, try it out with, and masks are another great tool for adding texture and different colors and things like that. So I really like them. So thank you for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time from your busy working day to share some crafting time with me. Thanks, Alana. I'm glad you like it. Thanks, Fiona. I appreciate all of you. I know we're all busy, so thank you so much. I look forward to sharing with you on Saturday evening. It is World Card Making Day. You've got Saturday 2 to 5 with Stamping Up, and 7:30 is my 12 days of Christmas, 12 weeks of Christmas, the second session on YouTube with me. All right, thanks everyone. Bye-bye.